friends. So today is Friday and I'm going to walk you through math today. It's a little bit different because I've embedded the Google slide, and so I'm hoping that this will make choosing whatever choice you're going to make a little bit easier. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to count by twos, like I say every day. I know counting is not really that exciting, but it's something that we need to practice because the only way that you can get better at something is if you practice. So after you practice counting, you are going to come down here. These three things are links to papers that you will need to print if you do that choice. So it should, let's try it. If I click on this, it should bring up a version for you to print, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click on these so that it's up, and then we can talk about them. Okay, now, with the exception of the first one, if you don't have a printer, they're easy enough to make on your own, or maybe you just make a different choice. Okay, so there's 6 choices. You don't need to make all 6 choices. It just says complete 2 or more. So if you don't have a printer or you don't want to do it, big deal. Okay, so down here are my 6 choices. This first one is a Scoot game, and I just opened the recording sheet. Let me open it up. It's the end of the day.
Right, bus 156. Bus 156. This is the final bus call. Bus 156, please report to the cafeteria.
Sorry about that. So this game, this is a Google slide and this is a recording sheet. So again, if you don't have a printer, this is easy enough to draw on your own. There's 12 boxes, there's 12 cards. You're going to write the answer in the box. So if I'm looking at card 1, the answer to card 1 goes in here. All right, so let's look at what that looks like. You'll have to print this, but if you click on this, it will bring you to the Google slide. Each slide has a card, and you're going to practice counting. So I'll look at my quarters first: 25, 35, 45, 50, 51. And then on my recording sheet, in box 1, I'll write the answer. Okay, then I will go to my second card. I'll add it up: 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So in box 2 on my recording sheet, right here, I'll write 13 cents. Does that make sense? There's 12 cards that all have different amounts. And you're just going to practice adding up mixed coins because that's one of our skills. And you just got to keep practicing. That's the only way that you get better. All right, whoops, where are we? Okay, so that's that one. This next one is a Telling Time Boom Cards. This has been a choice this week, so if you haven't done it, today would be a great time to. It's also linked, so if you just press on it, it should bring you to the boom cards. So that's another choice. Then this was also a choice yesterday, but matching the clocks to the correct time. If you click on that, it should bring you here. And then you're just looking at the digital time and matching. So this says 7:30, so I need to find the analog clock that says 7:30. So this is the clock that says 7:30. For the next one, all right, this says 1, so now I need to choose the correct digital clock. It's just another way to practice telling time. All right. Then this Sudoku puzzle, I've linked it. Let me open it here. It's sideways, which is a little bit, let me see if I can, there we go. So this is just like the color ones that I've posted a few times. This is also something that if you didn't have a printer and you wanted to print it out, you could. But the way Sudoku works is, maybe you've done it with numbers before, but you want to have every letter that's in the word zombie in each row, column, and little box of 6. So this is something that's hard. Sudokus are hard. So maybe you find a grown-up in your house or an older brother and sibling, and maybe you work on it together. But you need to figure out how ZOMBIE can be in this column, this column, this column, this row. You can't use any letter twice. So I would really suggest doing it in light pencil first. It's what I like to call a brain teaser. It works your brain. It's hard. It makes you think. And it's when you are doing things that aren't super easy that your brain grows. So this is just a fun little activity. All right, so there's that. Then this is a crack the code. I'll open that up. So we have been talking about time. So the first thing that you're going to do is go down here. And I see different clocks. So this says 6 p.m. So anything that's answer is 6 goes for a B. So that you would write a B in it. So I'm going to go up here. See how they've already written the B? So then for this one, I see that this is 1 o'clock. So I would write 1 o'clock here. And then anytime that there's a 1 o'clock up here, I write an N. So I'd write an N here, N, those two. And then after you solve this, it will say a clue. All right. So just another fun way to practice telling time. And then last but not least, Moose Math. All right. So I hope you have fun with this. I really like choice boards because it lets you decide how you want to spend your math time. Remember, you must make 2 choices. You also must do extra math. So have fun.